My name is Briju Thangachen. I was born in South India in the state of Kerala. I grew up in a middle class family with three siblings. My father is a retired soldier in the Indian Army. My mom is a housewife. I grew up in a small village in the state of Kerala. Many parents in India, they send their children to English medium school. But we didn't have that much money. So they sent me to a public school where I taught Malayalam, my mother tongue, in all my high school and everything. I ate free food from this school. After my schooling, as soon as I came from the school, I used to feed cows in my home. I did more farm work more than my school assignment because there was nobody in my family to give me guidance, to teach me, okay, study like that. They never did like that. In fact, I remember I got my first shoe when I was 22, when I joined for my MBA class. MBA. At the first day of the class, I asked my roommate, hey friend, can you teach me how to tie my shoelace? So he taught me how to tie that shoelace first time in my life. Even though India has 80% of Hindu, in my area there were a lot of Christian Orthodox population. So I used to go to church every Sunday. I was assisting the priest in the church. I was very religious in that matter. At the same time, around my home, there were 5 temples. So the festival of that temple also as part of my life. I didn't see any difference between Jesus and other God. I thought Jesus is also one among other God. During my second year in my college, I forgot. I failed English in 3 times. 3 times. I was very bad. So I got admission through a political party. So I said, okay, if you give me a seat in this college, I will work for you. So they gave that seat. So I joined that college. So I started to enjoy my life in the college. During my second year in the college, my elder sister, she became a Christian. She started to write letters to us. Briju, you have to do this way, you have to do. What? I'm going to church every Sunday, going to many places. I thought I am going. One evening, one of my aunties, she's also a believer, she's also Christian. She invited me for a public meeting like this. I said, I don't want to come. I'm going to church. So I said, no, I don't want to come with you. But she insisted me, okay, just come, be like that. So I went with her. I was sitting in the back row. I was thinking something, okay, what will happen tomorrow in the college? Talking about God. I don't want him. Oh, Jesus, he came 2000 years ago. What is the relationship between 2000 years ago and now? I don't have any person. So I was thinking about my college. But suddenly he spoke from the Bible about two characters, Cain and Abel, the first parents, Cain and Abel, they had 2 sons. So they sacrificed one to God. And Cain, the elder he wanted to kill his younger brother. So he got hate in his mind. Then God met Cain. Then God said to Cain, Cain, sin is in front of you. It decides to have you, but you have to overcome it. God is saying to Cain, sin is in front of you. It decides to have you, but you have to overcome it. Suddenly that thought came into my Lord. Every new year I took decision. This new year onward, I won't drink, I won't smoke, I will be a very good person to my parents. But after 2 weeks, again the same position. I could not control my sinful desire, my sinful attitude. But that day he explained about Jesus. 2000 years ago, Jesus came on this earth and shed his blood on the cross. Invite him into your heart. He will come into your heart and he will give you a new life, new strength, new power to overcome all sinful desire and attitude. Happened in January 24th, 1998. That day onwards, God gave me a real hunger and thirst to read His Bible and pray. He started to change my life. I apologized to my parents, the rude words I spoke to them, to my friends, my neighbors. I remember one day I was reading, Holy Spirit told me, hey, do you remember you stolen one faucet, one tap from your uncle's house? Do you remember? I said, yes, I remember. So you have to go and tell your uncle you stolen that. Do it. If I am going to tell to my uncle, all my family members, all my neighbors, they may think, liar. But there was a fight going on in my heart. Go on. But the other side in mind said, no, don't tell. Don't tell. If you tell, you will be in trouble. But I could not resist myself. I was going to tell whatever happened. Hey, sorry. Brought from abroad. Don't worry, nothing. Leave it. No, that peace. Oh, I cannot explain that forgiveness. Peace God gave in my life. God helped me to change my attitude and got a desire to study more. Now, I got one master's degree in economics, another MBA business management, master of business management, third one IT's information and telecommunications system, third master's in information and telecommunication system. Now I am going to do my PhD in instructional technology. Failed in English three times. Came from a rural village. Never had a shoe at the age of 22. But still I am standing in front of you. I just want to share whatever your circumstances, whatever your situation. You just give your life to Jesus. He can change because He is the creator. He is the potter. We are the clay. If you say, Lord, I am just like a clay, mold me and make me in thy own will, He will change your life. Thank you.